Hey guys, hope you all are doing well, and staying home during this quarantine. I brought some books from school that I wanted to share with you over the next few weeks. Um, this one kind of a little bit relates to what we're going through with the coronavirus, but it uses a character that I was brought up on just a few years ago, and you might have heard of as well, Humpty Dumpty. Millie, do not eat Humpty Dumpty. So I want to share this book. It's called After the Fall. How Humpty Dumpty got back up again. And you all might have heard how Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, but there's actually a lot more to this story than meets the eye. Sorry, my needy dog. Using him. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks call it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I could kind of relate to this a little bit. Being afraid. I think we're all a little afraid these days of the unknown. So let's see how Humpty Dumpty overcame his fear. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying. Does this look like you guys doing your schoolwork? I keep trying and trying too with this technology. Don't give up. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. That's life, isn't it? They always do. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall, but the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. Think of something that maybe has terrified you the last few weeks. How do you get through it? With family? Have somebody you can talk to? Take a deep breath. Listen to music. Draw. Find something that you love to do to get you through these tough times. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. The end. So I want you to think about Humpty's predicament here. And relate that to your life and how he never gave up. And I want you to try that with something you're struggling with this week. Just take it one day at a time, like Humpty took it one step at a time. I miss you guys, and I hope to see you sooner than later.